Hello and welcome back to another Pricey HD video, and today we've got another career mode episode. It is Birmingham City Season 1, Episode 10 now, and after a dreadful previous episode, we want a fresh start. It is, of course, a new year right now in real life. Happy 2017. I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. Let's hope you're not too hungover, and if you are, then step away from this video and come back tomorrow, because you probably won't be able to endure 10 minutes of me speaking. Anyway, you can see the league table right now. We're out the top 10. We're nowhere to be seen. You've got our rivals, Aston Villa and Wolves, all above us, and we really need to stabilise ourselves in this league. We're just all over the place. We got 2 losses and a draw last episode out, and unfortunately that was unlucky. One of them was, of course, Preston North End, in which we went 1-0 up, and then the game quit on us, and then we had to start again, and then we lost 2-0. So we haven't even scored in 3 games now, although we sort of have, but according to the league, we haven't, because the league doesn't lie. And it was a nice, ambitious attempt there, and somehow it was a fantastic goal. Literally, that was beautiful. There was so much quality in that. Maybe a bit of luck too. A little bit of bouncing around. A back heel from Caddis. Lovely volley from Che Adams on the turn. And then you've just got Keefton Bell there on the edge of the 6 yard. Just nods it in through the short gap that he has to nod it in within. And it is just fantastic. What a start to this game. What a start to this episode. Genuinely. And it is Che Adams who puts us 2-0 up now. It's unbelievable. We have not scored 2 goals in 20 minutes all season. It is insane, and what a way to celebrate. The pacey English striker gets what he deserves. He really has been forcing on the doors in previous games. He just hasn't been able to break his duck. And we've broken our duck as a team now for consecutive games, many consecutive games we haven't scored in. Now we've got 2 in 18 minutes. Unbelievable. And that is, of course, Che Adams' 4th goal in the Championship. A slow start to the season for him. Let's see whether he can pick it up in the second half of the season, coming very soon. Because I know that I've been away for a bit, but I'm back now, and it is brilliant because the Birmingham City career mode, it'll be a lot more frequent now. Barrera with a lovely bit of play here. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't quite fall in his vicinity to get the goal. But Che Adams is through. Possibly a 3rd goal here. This is unbelievable. No. That was a real anticlimax there. Sort of taken out in the penalty area under a lot of pressure. But no penalty, of course, and it was a bit of a wayward shot. But Che Adams is just a completely new man this game. A completely new man, and our team is completely new as well. A lot of slick skills here, and it is beautiful turning from Che Adams. Brilliant, almost Messi-esque, really. And then Barrera was on hand with the following. And Barrera might not have done much recently, but he's been fantastic today. And when he pops up with a little goal like that, well, it's worth it, because Che Adams, he might not have got what he deserved there. He deserved the goal. But Barrera, who cares who scores at the end of the day as long as we get the goal? We're 3-0 up. This is on course to be not only a victory, but our best victory in the entire season so far. What a way to turn ourselves around as a team. It is just so brilliant to see. And in the second half, we were pushing for even more. Keepers making last-ditch saves. Henderson there, literally just managing to get his leg on the ball, and it goes up for a corner kick. That corner kick is whipped in now. Che Adams nods it back down to Cotterill. Cotterill with a cross. Unfortunately, Henderson is on hand to make the save. And we go in full time with a 3-0 victory. 0-0 second half, but I can't complain because we did all the work in the first half. Second half was just consolidating that victory, and that's exactly what we did. It is brilliant. Because, to be quite frank, we needed that. We really needed that. Like, that is a huge victory. What a way to start the new year. What an incredible way to start the new year. I know a lot of the 12 days of Christmas so far has been actual game of the weeks, etc. But now this is the Birmingham shit, because basically the fixture list now has sort of died down slightly. We've got Rotherham coming up now at St Andrews, and this is another game. This is a night game, and Rotherham's sitting 23rd in the league at the moment. And you can see we're only actually 6 points above them. So this here, they are one of the, I don't want to say worst teams in the Championship, but they're a team that you need to win. This is huge, because after the Forest game, and Forest aren't doing half bad this year, after that, you can see Rotherham are the worst defensive team in the league. We are probably still the worst attacking team in the league. I can't guarantee you on that, but we are definitely low down in the goal-scoring spectrum even after them 3 goals in the previous game. So this is going to be an interesting matchup and probably end up 0-0 judging by them statistics. Or it could end up about 2-0, which is about an average scoreline. And you can see, after the Rotherham game, after the Forest game, we really did well. But this game, we just didn't have the same feeling. We didn't start it anywhere near as well. And we seemed to be a little bit bad. And it was back to old ways, and it's so frustrating. It's such a shame, because the spark, the essence that I felt last game, the creativity, the creative spark, that's what we needed. The flair, that's the right word, the flair of players like Barrera, who had introduced an entire new attacking almost outline to our game plan. They seem to have all just gone, and we know that we need something fresh, and that is exactly what we needed. Bang! That is a huge goal for us, a massive goal for us. Clayton Donaldson there with what is just such an important goal. First real chance of the second half too, and after a really dodgy and patchy first half, we managed to get the 1-1 equaliser. But now, Rotherham, they still seem to dominate. But on this one counter-attack here, we managed to get it with Fabrini. He plays just a straight-through ball to Donaldson, who somehow outmuscles his man. Huge chance for Donaldson, and he's gone and done it. We are actually ahead. This is just magical. Never did I see this coming when we went 1-0 behind. I thought maximum we can get out of this is maybe a 1-1. We have now scored 5 goals in 2 games. And only conceded 1. This suddenly seems to have turned into a good match, but Rotherham, they weren't letting up. What a huge header away then. That was a massive header away. It was so vital as well. But we win. We managed to get two wins in a row. It's just magical. It's not sinking in. We're actually doing well. Finally, we might have turned this season around. Sitting in 14th is not where we want to be at the end of the year. In fact, it's not really a true reflection of how bad we've played this year. We need to get our crap together, and we seem like we might have just done it. But that wasn't convincing. I wasn't happy with that. Yes, I'm happy with the result. And if you can play badly and get a good result, well, that's Manchester United in 2011-12, wasn't it? But I want better. I want better than that. The first half was really bad, and we won't get away with that, especially if we rise up the league. You can see now, though, we are in 12th, and Burton Albion sitting in 18th. We are only a few points behind Wolves now, which is huge, because my main objective of this year is to finish above Wolves. Literally, that is literally my main objective. Either way, we've got a chance here for against Burton Albion, Gary Rowett's former side as well, to get some more points on the board. Unfortunately, the first half again seems very dead. I don't know what it is. We don't seem to be very fresh in the past 2 games in the first half. Of course, against Forest, we scored all 3 goals in that half. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Maybe it's play styles. Maybe it's our game plan. I'm not really sure. But it seems like we need to switch up the formation, and that is exactly what we have done now. I believe at this point we are in a 4-3-3 formation, and it involves 2 central defensive midfielders because we've got 4 solid CDMs and 1 central attacking midfielder who I've pushed forward from centre mid to hold Fabrini or Barrera in that position. And you can see we are unleashing some shots in the second half. We are putting a bit of pressure on Albion, but unfortunately, we just can't get that killer decisive goal and that killer decisive chance. We need a bit more predator-prey instinct, and unfortunately at the moment, although we are the predator, Burton Albion probably weren't the prey, and we finished 0-0. So, an average end to the episode, but it's been a brilliant episode overall, and it's something to take further into the next game. We've got so many more points on the board now, 7 points, some of the best 7 points we've ever got, some of the most important 7 points we've ever got, because if we continued that bad run of form, we could have been in big trouble. Tomorrow, we've got more videos coming your way, of course. We've got the next day of Christmas, which is day 9. I do hope you stick around for them, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.